Alright, so right now I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to use these ball joints for the shoulder. So the shoulder's pretty complex. It can rotate in pretty much all directions. So if I just use one, I'm limiting myself to either just being able to raise the arm and swing it just a little bit left to right, or have it mounted the other way and I can swing it left to right but only lift it up a little bit, depending on where that's mounted. Now, I don't really like either of those options, so I'm going to see if I can make a better joint by combining the two together. That is not the right nut. Alright, so I'm going to have to buy some new nuts because those don't fit. But anyways, so now, if you imagine, this is the shoulder, and the arm is right here. This way, I can, the arm can rotate all the way up like that, and it can also twist like this. That's pretty easy actually. So again, the arm would be mounted like this, and then I can also rotate the arm. So I found a nut that works. So let's try this again. Alright, let's see if I can explain that better. So you'll have your ball joint mounted off of the shoulder, off of the arm, sorry, and then this one mounted off the shoulder. So the one mounted off the shoulder with a bolt will allow the entire arm to rotate up and down like this, whereas the other one will let it rotate around, giving me full flexibility of the shoulder. So like I said, ball joints are found pretty much everywhere. This is on a weight machine. And this one has a little spacer here, which means it has a full range of movement. If you just put a nut on there, the nut would hit up against the O part of the ball joint. So they have the spacer to knock it off, so you get a full range of movement. So I'll need that on the shoulders of the exoskeleton. Alright, so I just so happen to have some aluminum pipe in my scrap bin, which is actually the perfect inner diameter for 7/16 thread. I mean, it's a bit loose, but should do the trick. So what this means is I can make a spacer out of it, like I just mentioned, to give me more flexibility, whereas the nut kind of stops the rotation prematurely. So I'm just going to have to cut this down, make a little, basically a little just ring, and then you tighten on the nut behind it. So I'm just going to use this little pipe cutter. And I only really need like maybe 5 millimeters or so. Really don't need much. Then you just tighten it, spin it around, tighten it, spin it around, tighten, spin. Tighten, spin, and just about got it. Pop. So, I'll take the nice end, put it that way, and then take my nut and squeeze it on. Now I have nice rotation that way. Whereas if the nut was there, it'd stop it quite a bit before that. I might even want to put one on this side because, yeah, this is actually blocking it too. So I'll make another one for this part as well. Maybe not as big though. Perfect. Alright, now I've got two of the same size. Gotta get rid of the burr now. Alright, so I got the two spacers now. Put one there. Then the other one. And the nut. And there we have way more movement that way. Perfect.